into your top 5 is Thunderstorm Artiste. Which means we say goodbye to Gabby and Maddie. Thank you very much. Good luck with everything. Show some love for your top 5, America. There they are. They're taking the stage again tomorrow night, 8/7 Central, with songs of Disney's heroes and villains. Thanks to you for voting and watching. Happy Mother's Day, and good night, America.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now on Eyewitness News at 7, one person killed, dozens more injured when a tour bus crashes into a car on the side of the 60 freeway. We're live with what caused this horrific scene.
Plus, the heat catching many people off guard. But will it stick around for the work week? Niku Kazori is tracking the latest ahead.
And the fates of Billy and Tina the elephants will now be headed to court. The new lawsuit filed against the LA Zoo. Hello and thanks for joining us and sticking around after Idol. You're watching Eyewitness News at 7, live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Jory Rand.
And I'm Sophie Flay. We begin with that tragic scene on the 60 freeway this Mother's Day. A tour bus colliding with a disabled vehicle on the freeway, killing the person inside. Dozens of passengers on that bus were also injured. Eyewitness News reporter Carly Gomez is live in Hacienda Heights with the latest. Carly?
Yeah, good evening, Sophie and Jory. Really just a heartbreaking start to Mother's Day as so many people were making their way on the freeway, getting stopped there on the 60 westbound in Hacienda Heights as that fiery crash killed the driver of an SUV and sent dozens to nearby hospitals. That halted traffic here for hours.
Traffic collision, bus involves 118.
A fiery crash on the 60 freeway shutting down traffic after a tour bus carrying 63 on board rear-ended an SUV in the fast lane.
They're working on extricating right now. They have approximately 20 traps.
It happened just after 5 a.m. Mother's Day. Firefighters racing to save lives, but sadly unable to help the lone occupant of the SUV.
There's been confirmed 1 fatality, 2 critical patients. At this point, we've had about 20 transports.
20 transports eventually became 32 with 2 passengers in critical condition. 1 man on board the bus among the injured.
I was thrown from the back seat, about the 3rd or 4th back seat back there in the floor, about 3 or 4 seats down and glasses on me and all that stuff like that.
Joe Rennell describes what it was like before they were all evacuated out of the back of the bus.
Yes, a lot of them were severely injured and crying and hollering and everything like that. Yes. People are begging for mercy.
CHP saying their preliminary investigation shows the tour bus slammed into the disabled SUV before it veered over all lanes of traffic, hitting a guardrail.
Yeah, they're a pretty rare occurrence, and that's great news. Unfortunately, one did happen today, and it happens to be on Mother's Day.
CHP says drugs and alcohol do not appear to be a factor in the crash. The identity of the driver killed is being withheld until next of kin is notified. The 60 westbound was reopened hours later, first starting with 2 lanes around 8:30 a.m. Then by 10:30 a.m. that SIG alert was canceled. CHP does say if you do have any information on that crash, you are asked to call CHP Santa Fe Springs. Live in Hacienda Heights, Carly Gomez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Carly, thank you for that report. 4 people were taken to the hospital after a 2-vehicle crash in Southgate. Air 7 was over the scene at Ohio and Long Beach Boulevard as firefighters worked to get a man out of a truck and into an ambulance. Police tell us one vehicle was blindsided by the other at the intersection. A driver got out of the wreckage after the crash and then collapsed. He was taken to the hospital in unknown condition. And 3 others were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Police say no one was arrested and it appears to be an accidental crash.
Also developing at this hour, a 17-year-old boy is under arrest, accused of shooting and killing a 12-year-old boy in Compton. Deputies say that teen was arrested this morning. The shooting happened Friday at Fig Oleander Park. The 12-year-old boy was found shot in the stomach. Paramedics desperately tried to save him, at one point giving him a blood transfusion on scene before rushing him to the hospital, where he later died. It's still unclear what led up to this shooting or if the boy was the intended target.
The White House has announced a trade deal with China.
No specifics have been provided yet, but U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says details should come within the next 24 hours. He does say that substantial progress was made, but China says final details of the deal still need to be finalized. The U.S. and China have been in talks for the last 2 days in Geneva, Switzerland. This all comes after President Trump placed 145% tariffs on Chinese imports. It virtually halted $600 billion in annual trade between the world's two largest economies. Trump's tariffs sent stocks plummeting.
The talks were productive. We had the vice premier, 2 vice ministers who were integrally involved, Ambassador Jameson and myself, and I spoke to President Trump, as did Ambassador Jameson last night, and he is fully informed of what is going on.
In a social media post, the president suggested this deal could mean a total reset for future trade agreements.
This is potential good news for Southern California, home to 2 of the busiest shipping ports in the world. And now we have a unique look at the impact of Trump's tariffs. The first container ships from China since the tariffs went into effect have begun to arrive at the ports of LA and Long Beach. It usually takes about 2 weeks for each ship to travel across the Pacific. Since the end of April, when the tariffs were first announced, there has been a 40% decrease of ships docked at the 2 ports. As of April 25th, there were 25 ships, but on Friday, only 15 ships were docked.
On this Mother's Day, we got a lesson in perspective when talking about the weather and temperature. Suddenly, 90 degrees didn't feel as bad after steaming our way through 100-degree temperatures yesterday, and it's just going to keep on going down this week, Niku.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, Jory. So today, it was slightly cooler than yesterday. Still really, really hot, though, but at least we were not tracking those triple-digit temperatures that we were looking at yesterday, especially around this time, too. We're taking a live look at our Burbank camera, and things are looking nice here. We're starting to cool down as we're heading into the evening hours. Just under 80 degrees out in Burbank. Best place to go to beat the heat, definitely going to be by the beaches. We have our nice Santa Monica shot coming to us right now. It's in the mid to upper 60s here in Santa Monica, and that's pretty much the case for a lot of our beach communities right now. We're tracking 70s and 80s still and this afternoon. 81 in Van Nuys, 84 in Santa Clarita right now, 83 in Ojai, 81 in Ontario, and closer to the coast where we are looking at those 60s. It is nice and mild by the beaches, and we have an even better cool down on the way as well. I'll show you more of my full forecast in just a few minutes.
Okay, Niku, thank you. New at 7, a new twist in the fight to find the LA Zoo's 2 remaining elephants a new home.